Orleans Saints. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
First carry now. This is Johnson.
He will not. David Johnson on his way. Touchdown, Cardinals. David Johnson, 76 yards. And the Cardinals have taken the early lead. The first play from scrimmage. Some of these people haven't even taken their seat.
That's what is commonly known as a fast start. That's what my horse racing friends would say. They caught a flyer out of the gate, and guess what? They're in the lead now.
Here's Dawson now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. McCarron on first down. And pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Second down here after the incomplete pass. To throw is McCarron. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20, and they will score. It's a pick six for the Cardinals touchdown. We thought this defense would be opportunistic, and they were. Here, you're already up. Now you got a 2-touchdown lead. I tell you, going out there on defense, did they have a little bit of extra momentum with a score already on the board?
Oh, without a doubt. That already felt good to them. They took it and used it and obviously put up another one. But here's the thing now. Some defense coordinators might want to pull their guys back a little bit because they don't want them to make mistakes because they're too overamped. Others say, I've got a 2-touchdown lead. Go get them, guys. They'll be even more aggressive.
Looking to throw, and this is going to be caught. And how about that? Even after snapping it from back there, they still convert for the 2 points. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Saints coming out now to take the field. McCarron now on first down. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. Good throw there to start this second possession. Maybe help erase the memory of the interception he threw first possession.
Yeah, I think a lot of the time now there's a communication between the head coach, offensive coordinator, quarterback's coach. All right, we got to get him settled. It's not easy after you've thrown a pick six. You might want to just run the football, but I think in most cases you want to give him easy throws that he's comfortable with to get him going again. And it's not necessarily just throwing one or 2 yards. What throws does he like to make? Give him a couple of those and get him going.
Definitely looked like one he was comfortable with on the last throw. They fake the give. Now McCarron. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete. Trying to get it to Willie Snead there. And it's third down.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
Now here's McCarron on third. Looking for his tight end fleeter, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Delano Hill. And they will score. It's a pick six for the Cardinals touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. On first down, McCarron. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. Dayon Buchanan coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. Now McCarron throwing on second. They go screen. This is Ingram. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's third down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Here's McCarron to throw. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. And all the way down to the 40-yard line. A big play for the Saints on third down. And even 40 yards. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Let's go.
From the gun, it's McCarron. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Great change up there on the route and got that inside release, made it a successful pitch and catch.
Well, the first thing you want to do is have him thinking that you're going outside, make a move in that direction. Then you really don't run the route against the whole body of the defender. You run against a half of him, and the inside half, and he took it right across his face, got inside, and won that route in a big way.
On second down, here's McCarron. He dumps it down to Ingram. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Mark Ingram, his second touchdown on the season. And the Saints make some inroads here to that deficit. Will Lutz on for the point after. Up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Cardinal offense here ready to take over. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Caught right side, Gresham. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. The 15 yards there on the catch and run.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Down carry here for Johnson. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Now it's 2nd and 7. Shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. It's brought in complete. It's John Brown. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. Out of the pistol, here's Johnson. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you've said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
Again, it's Johnson. And he'll go down at the 28. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give them a new set of downs.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Cardinals in possession of the football, and they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. To throw. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and have the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
They'll hand it off now. Johnson looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
Let's go.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Over the middle, complete. That's Ray. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And this is picked up by the Saints. And nothing but daylight ahead. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. The pass receiver turned into a runner, then he turned into a fumbler, and it goes the other way for 6.
I love your description. Although for the offense, they're not too happy about it. But for the defense, what a big-time play for them. Never give up on anything. sometimes you create your own points.
But the receiver, hard to fault him. He's just going for extra yards.
That's exactly what you're supposed to do, but you have to take care of the football.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
You absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority number one because margin for error is starting to slip away. Now it's down to a one-score game.
They begin the drive with Johnson. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
On second down, Johnson. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Ray. The 21 yards there as they convert on third. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time. Really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Here's Johnson. Slipped 1 tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
When Nick Fairley's on his game, he is your prototypical defensive tackle who can make disruptive plays. Great hands, really good quickness.
Here we go now.
They're going to look to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
Back to throw here. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
Here we go. Here we go.
Second and goal to go now. Now a handoff. Johnson. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be third and goal now. He'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. J.J. Nelson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting runs. So much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, they had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
first. Here's McCarron. Over the middle, open is Thomas. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. And give him a gain of 37. So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. We're back to New Orleans after this. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front, and then maybe a guard can slide up to the 2nd level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
And he's got it over the middle. Fleener. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a 1st down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
And from the red zone now, it's McCarron. And this one's incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10.
Here we go now.
Shotgun snap for McCarron. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Let's go. Green, 39.
Again, they'll throw it with A.J. McCarron. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Dayon Buchanan. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
Well, surprise, surprise, partner. No, we know it's not a surprise. When you try to complete a pass against this Cardinals defense, there's a reason that they are known as the no-fly zone.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
When you're trying to create space for your running back, the first thought is how physical is the offensive line. Sometimes it's just positioning. On that play, it didn't matter about positioning or being physical. The defensive front, they out-leveraged them and won the battle.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Hauling it in, Nelson. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Here we go.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And that'll be incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And, yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down.
Here we go.
They'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on. Third down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Ray. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. And 15 yards there on the catch and run. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Over the middle here to Brown. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. In the red zone this time. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Here's Dawson now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The drive starts here with a carry by Ingram. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Second and just one. McCarron, a final shot before the half. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. McCarron following the sack. He leads his guys up on third and long. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Cardinals out in front. As we send you now to Orlando and our Tiburon studios, where Larry Ridley's standing by with our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? This is fielded a couple yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Working from the gun here, McCarron. He goes underneath to Ingram. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll make this a second down. A.J. McCarron looking to throw. And his throw here's incomplete. He was trying to get it to his running back, Alvin Kamara, and it's third down.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
And again, it's McCarron. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They come out here in the eye. They'll run here with Ingram. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Mark Ingram, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Saints get a bit closer. Lutz to try to add the PAT. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the second half. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they? This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
On the give, this is their fullback. And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. The Cardinals on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Ray. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield across the 45. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Ray. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. They're calling a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
Now the fourth-year man from Texas A&M, Christine Michael. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground. And now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
And Dawson's kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So put another 3 on the board. And all things considered, a good opening drive here to begin the third quarter.
It sure was. I think as a head coach, you're happy to come out and put a little drive together, take the 3 points, and build on your lead.
Now after the made field goal, here's Dawson back out now to send this one away on the kickoff. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
On 1st and 10, here's A.J. McCarron. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Marcus Golden. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Johnson on the counter. There he goes inside the 30. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's Cardinal football. They're also out in front of the scoreboard as we get set for the fourth. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. He'll drop to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Ray. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era when we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. A gain of 3, second down. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Now back to throw. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. J.J. Nelson with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. Here's Dawson now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.